A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Umass Minutemen and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Minuteman head coach. He is so excited to bring his team here into the home of a Big Ten opponent. He's aware that a lot of guys here are playing with a chip on their shoulder. Under-recruited, not appreciated, maybe overlooked by some of these Big Ten teams. But they want to prove they're just as good. Maybe even improve their stock in the portal for next season. We'll see how it plays out here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Rutgers kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
When you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Watson. He's got him. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd is short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll move the tight end. 3rd down play from the gun. Time to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Frankly, they've been looking forward to this matchup all week. The coaching staff imploring him to go after this guy. At the 45, on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're going to ride this running back, and the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Finding some room. Man, he's got 45 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Quick strike through the air for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Watson. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets enough. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bring in the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Umass will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He'll try the left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Umass offense returns to the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Direct snap. Powers through the defender. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Caught behind the line. It's Harding.
Complete to the wideout. Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. Second down.
The Minutemen can be very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker. It's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The give on the inside. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. From the gun, the running back has it. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Gonna run it. It's Raymond. He's up to 55 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Raymond. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need 1 more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Umass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Under fire. And they got it.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for his man. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Now improvising. Shakes off the defender.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off. He gets a positive gain.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to field the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Allen. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That is a huge play for the offense, but you know the defense is just kicking themselves. They had them set up in 2nd and long, and that was just a short throw. All you got to do is rally to the ball carrier and bring him to the ground. They couldn't get it done. Way too many yards after the catch, and they give up a big one on defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Dropping back, it's Watson. Lofts one deep down the right side. Upstairs, he's got it. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Working that left side now. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Quick spin on the run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Second half just about to get started, and Umass will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Guys, catching up with the Scarlet Knights head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Raymond. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The short hands, it's Allen. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
On the move, it's Raymond.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Well, we've seen this running back make a lot of big plays catching the football, and they've got a lot of different ways to use him. That time, they're just throwing him more of a traditional running back screen, and I really like how they diversify the pass game with this guy in mind. He's a weapon, and they do a good job of being creative when it comes to distributing him the football.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Grabbed in the middle. It's Adkins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And whistles as we stop play. A man down, they'll check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Umass! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
And no doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Rutgers 24, Umass 10.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. On the run, it's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Watson. Here comes the heat. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, the missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They're testing the right side here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Allen. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. Running inside, it's Raymond. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise,
makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Umass offense returns to the field. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
it's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They feed him again. Plows through the defense. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There's a crease. The 20. Touchdown, Umass. Once he got some room, it was over. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
The run inside. It's Raymond. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be brought down. Umass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Thanks to grab. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Oh, they're after him. There he goes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the red zone, it's Raymond. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Watson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Umass quickly back to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up when tempo
breaks into the open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Under fire. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Going for the marker on the ground. Trucks through the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the 1st down on 4th and 1.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Sweet cut there. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Touchdown, Minutemen! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They go right back to it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Watson. Pressure coming. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
After that.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Here he goes. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.